This guy is different. Joe Biden, he has spent 570 days on vacation the last 4 years. Get out your calculator, America. That is 40% of his presidency. That means 4 out of every 10 days, for those of you who aren't good at math, Joe Biden has spent on a beach or otherwise at some form of not working.
What is up, guys? TYSON DELACRUZ here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. So President Joe Biden, President Sleepy Joe Biden, has been on vacation for a whopping 532 days during his presidential term. That is about 40% of his presidency, 40% of his entire presidency. Shout out to everybody watching. Drop your comments down below. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Joe Biden getting off of a plane for his final taxpayer-funded vacation. Who knew the presidency came with a retirement plan built in? Now, let's compare this to Donald Trump. Donald Trump spent 26% of his presidency on personal trips. Ronald Reagan, Barack Obama vacationed just about 11% of their two-term presidency. Jimmy Carter took only 79 days worth of breaks during his single term. Biden's 40% out of office ratio surpasses them all. This is absolutely crazy. At this rate, future presidents might just Skype into the Oval Office.
We're so lucky as Americans to watch this man commit treason day in and day out and put us through the 7 gates of fucking hell in the last 4 years. The fact that nothing is happening to this man and nothing will, it makes me just fill with joy. It's good. Ah!
A lot of people have argued that the president's extensive vacation time is completely inappropriate, especially during times of global uncertainty and domestic challenges, issues like inflation, the open border crisis, and internal conflict just piling up, just piling all the way up.
Hey, speaking of doing nothing, if you're on vacation, we're not attacking you right now. We're not. You worked hard. You worked your tail off all 2024, and you're taking a little time with friends and family. This guy is different. Joe Biden, he has spent 570 days on vacation the last 4 years. Get out your calculator, America. That is 40% of his presidency. That means 4 out of every 10 days, for those of you who aren't good at math, Joe Biden has spent on a beach or otherwise at some form of not working.
Todd, did you do that math?
Of course, I got up here early this morning
on that graphic. Okay. I was afraid to do the numbers. That's 40%.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
40% on vacation. Only one person gets to be president. It is a grueling job. It demands more of you than most people. You can't compare the job of presidency to any other occupation. And if you're going to go and ask for it, beg for it, you got to be able to do it. And that 40% on vacation tells me he might not have been up for that job.
Yeah, and also a lot of these vacations, the White House argues the president can work from anywhere. So if he's at his beach house in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, then he has everything he needs, the command center, etc. He's in St. Croix until the new year, allegedly staying at a big donor's house. They won't confirm that, but that's where he stayed in the past. This image of him laying on the beach.
Beautiful.
A lot of these things happen when there were major things happening in the world, like our troops coming under fire in the Middle East, for example, wars breaking out all over the place. So that the course of his 4 years, the timing of these vacations also was a big problem, and the optics of it certainly didn't help him when it came to trying to run for re-election and then also getting kicked off of his own party's ticket as Americans watched that and said, where's the leadership? The world is on fire, and the president is sprawled out on the beach.
Joe, I want to take issue with something that you said. You said only one person can be president. That Wall Street Journal article seemed to imply that, no, multiple people can be president at once, and they were for the last 4 years.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
This image of Joe Biden fast asleep on his back in a chair at the beach while America and the world is on fire is how President Joe Biden's presidency will be defined. On the flip side, presidential aides maintain that Biden, like his predecessors, work remotely and remains on call when on vacation. Working remotely? Come on. Sounds like he has the ultimate Zoom background. The beach.
Do we have a president? He just got back from California. He was supposed to go to the White House. He never got there. He went to Delaware, and he's laying on a beach sleeping all day long. No, seriously, who the hell wants to sleep? And who wants to sleep in public? He's sleeping. Do you think Biden lies awake at night thinking, how are we going to get Europe to pay? No, he goes to sleep. Here's a guy can sleep on the beach. How do you sleep on the beach when you have cameras on? I will never sleep on the beach in front of live television, I promise.
Public perception matters, with average Americans working harder than ever to stay afloat. Seeing the president take extensive time off doesn't sit well with a lot of Americans, and we saw that during the mandate of November 5th, and it raises a lot of questions about Biden's leadership and his priorities. Maybe Biden is just trying to set the world record for the most extended game of presidential hide and seek.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure. True international effort to pressure.
The last guy, when he was president, he said we have retired, he had every week. I was kid. I was taught by the Norbertines in a public school. Well, absolutely determined, as Murphy and others are, to get this done. As Murphy and others are. Down economics does not work. To rebuild the economy from the bottom up and the middle out is what I wanted to do. Of the listed from the bottom up and the middle out is what I wanted to do.
Is President Biden's vacation justified, or is it absolutely ridiculous and extensive? At the end of the day, leadership is about being present and accountable. While everybody deserves a break, there is a fine line between rest and neglect. Let me know what you think about Joe Biden's extensive vacation time, especially while the world and the United States is in shambles and he's going on vacation on our tax dollars. Let me know what you think about this. Drop your comments down below, smash the like button, share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.